Hello, everybody. So, as Adele said, Managed UXP is a cloud-based interoperability service. And we have created this service because of the needs of our customers. And the biggest challenge for our customers is how to adapt to the changes in the world. Let me give you a few examples. The COVID-19, overnight we needed actually vaccination certificates. So web services needed to be updated, and interoperability between the organizations needed to be updated. All of a sudden, there was increase in the volume of transactions that is related to these vaccination certificates. There are also changes in regulation, business opportunities. You need to react. You need to react fast. So the biggest driver for Managed UXP is the need for agility. So before I explain what the Managed UXP is exactly about, I will go over the basics of the UXP platform. So UXP is distributed secure data exchange platform where all the participant or the organizations exchange the data between each other. So it's very different from corporate integration tools that have like central node where all the communication goes through. And in addition to data integration capabilities, we have everything that is needed for digital society. We have the citizen privacy, we have the governance, we have, of course, the security. And this is a reason why many countries, municipalities, and private organization networks have chosen UXP as their interoperability solution. So, Managed UXP is a bit different. In case of Managed UXP, the UXP components are taken to the cloud. And it gives many benefits. First is that the whole infrastructure can be set up in hours, if not in minutes, which means that it's very easy to onboard new organizations. And when there is a change in the volume of business or service flows, then the hardware can be scaled and descaled easily. So, this is mainly thanks to the cloud functionality. So this is a micro example of UXP, and here we have both private organization, private bank. We have two government organizations, Ministry of Interior and government agency, and we have also the citizen portal. So what you can see here is that everybody is able to talk to each other, meaning that the organization talk directly to each other. It's like in society, everybody is able to communicate to each other. There is no central node. At the same time, there is a governance layer, but it doesn't participate in this data exchange. So let me give an example of this, how this model works. So practical use case, a woman gets married, it goes to, let's say, citizen portal, makes an application, then the population registry updates her name, new documents are issued, then the Ministry of Interior notifies the private bank that issues a new credit card with a new name, and government agency is also notified so that it can update its records. So information flows freely between all the stakeholders, and there is no big brother watching what information is flowing. So, what is the managed UXP? It's actually very simple. We take some or all UXP components and we put them to the cloud. And in addition to that, we operate these UXP components in the cloud, but only from the technical perspective. The business, meaning the integration of the services and governance, is still managed by the organizations themselves. So, as I mentioned, it's also possible to have hybrid solution where some components of UXP are in the cloud and the others are on premises. That's also an option. So, natural question, who does what in this model? And as I said, customers are responsible for the operations in the UXP. So, they are the users of UXP. So they deal with the management of e-services, and governing authority is dealing with the governance. All the overhead at the same time is dealt by Cybernetica, that is responsible for operation of the UXP. That includes management of software and trust services, updates of the software versions, backups, archiving, then management of these databases, operation systems, security, of course, infrastructure like network, servers, regions where these servers are deployed. So this is all managed by Cybernetica. All right, so having this model, we see that we make customer life easier. So they can focus on their main tasks, main business. They have a higher productivity of employees. They have cost savings because it's obviously cheaper for Cybernetica to deal with many customers and to administer UXP components using the automated tools. It has more resiliency since the cloud offers almost unlimited opportunities for achieving high availability and cost efficiency. I already mentioned that. So what's the typical flow of managed UXP customer? So first, you come to us. We find out if we have a match between your problem and our solution. Then, based on that, we give you a managed UXP trial environment. That is usually given you for free to play around for a few weeks. And in this environment, you can validate the UXP benefits that you may have read before and heard before. So after that, next logical step is to invite also the other organizations to run a proof of concept of managed UXP. So, and in this solution, again, you don't have to invest heavily because you don't need to purchase the hardware. You don't need to learn how to administer UXP. We will do that for you. So you can just do the integration between the organization and services. So, and from this point, you can either choose if you're going to deploy the UXP on-premise or in the cloud. So if you decide for the cloud, then we will have the managed UXP production environment. And again, you will have all the nice properties of the cloud, descaling and scaling up the servers, resiliency, and so on. So to wrap it up, we have 3 versions of managed UXP. Managed UXP trial, where you can find out all the benefits. Managed UXP proof of concept, where we give you a UXP network without you investing heavily into this. And finally, if you like, and if it's feasible, then managed UXP production, where you can scale up and down your services easily. Thank you.